Hey environmental science students, let's start mastering unit analysis. Unit analysis is a really useful tool in science to figure out if you start with a certain amount of one thing, in this case 1,400 acres of forest that's going to be replanted, how much of some other unit will we have? For this question, it's asking us to find out how many square meters of forest this will be. This lesson is about a one-step unit analysis, but you're going to work your way up to 2, 3, and 4 steps, and it's really all the same basic idea. We start with the given in the first box. In this case, it's 1,400 acres, so we'll write that in. For you, you can choose it on your menu, and then the given units are also going on the bottom here so that we can get that to cancel out. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And then we want to look at the units we want. So the units that we want are meters squared. We'll put that in the answer, and that also is going to be on the top for our conversion factor. Then we need to know which numbers go next to the units, and we get that from the conversion factor that's given up here. So 2.5 acres is equal to 10,000 meters squared. So we put 10,000, and you're going to write it in without the commas, 4 zeros, and 2.5 goes next to the acres. Okay, so once we have it set up like this, you can see, so if you're doing this on paper, you can see that acres on the top and acres on the bottom cancel out, and what you're left with is meters squared, and that's what we wanted in our unit, so we know we did it right. And then to do the math, we're going to be putting everything in the calculator, so everything on the top will multiply, everything on the bottom divides. So let's put that in. We have 1,400, 1,400 times 10,000. So those were the things on the top. Make sure I have 4 zeros. Divided by 2.5. And check the answer, and it's 5,600,000. When we get a big number like this, we can write it all in the box. So 5,600,000. We can write that all here. What's going on? 500,600,000. You would write it without the zeros. But also when you get a really big number, you can enter it in scientific notation. And for the computer or positive STEM, you can enter it in engineering notation. So computers and calculators know what this means. And positive STEM knows what you mean if you write it like this. 5.6 E6. So you're putting in the number after the E for the exponent notation. That's how many digits over you were from the decimal place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on paper or on an exam, you'll actually be seeing scientific notation. So you want to know how to write that out too. So you'll have this extra question here to convert this number you just found to scientific notation. So you would write 5.6 in the first box, and then times 10 to the 6th power, since 6 was your number of places after the decimal. And the units here still would be meters squared. So I hope that helps. And if you're ready to try the multiple steps, that's going to be in the skill that we work on next. Good luck.